Hi, how are you? My name is Nadine. I'm a student physical therapist. How are you doing today?
I'm alright.
Right, very good. Right, what we're going to do today is something called a goniometry measurement, which is just a range of motion measurement for your left shoulder, elbow, and wrist. Is that okay with you?
Yes.
All right, thank you. All right. So also just letting you know that this video is for educational purposes and this might be seen by my teachers and peers. Is that also okay with you as well?
Perfectly fine.
Okay, thank you. All right, and because she is a minor, I got consent from her father prior to this video so we can proceed with the measurements. All right? All right, so during this time, if you have any questions or concerns for me, just let me know. I'll try to demonstrate or verbally tell you what we have to do today, but if there's something that you're not understanding, I'll help you with the motion, okay?
Okay.
All right, so what we're gonna do first is we're gonna start with your wrist, okay? So putting your forearm on the towel, just rest it right there. I want you to sit up nice and tall and try not to move your shoulder or elbow. What I'll show you first. So what we're gonna do is what we call wrist extension. So we're gonna have your hand come up towards you, keeping your fingers relaxed, okay? So I'm gonna use my measurement tool on the side of your wrist, all right?
Okay.
All right, so just find that, okay? All right, and on the count of 3, I want you to try and do that measurement on your own. Okay, 1, 2, and 3, go. Any more than that?
That's it.
Okay. So I have 75 degrees of wrist extension for you on your left side. Okay? Now the next one is going to be the opposite, so it's going to be wrist flexion, okay? So when you, we're going to go the opposite way, so you're going to bring your wrist down towards the ground. I want you to just try to keep your fingers straight, all right? And I want you to flex them or anything like that, all right? So here we are on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, and go. Bring your hand down. All right, try not to lift up at your elbow, okay? All right, and can you bring your forearm out a little more? There you go. Any more than that?
No.
Okay. So that would be 77 degrees of wrist flexion for you. Okay? Very good. You alright? Any pain with anything?
No.
Very good. Alright, so the next one, we're still going to stay here. It's going to be what we call radial deviation. So it's going to be for your wrist. You're going to keep your hand level with the table, fingers outstretched. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring your wrist towards your thumb side, okay?
Okay.
It's going to be like that. So let me just do it. Just relax. So, all right, on the count of 3, keep your fingers out. 1, 2, 3, and go. Okay, there we go. Any more than that? Okay. So that would be 33 degrees of radial deviation of your left wrist. Okay, so the next one, we're going to keep those fingers outstretched, hand level with the table, and then we're going to go basically towards the opposite side. So it's going to go towards your pinky side, which is what we call ulnar deviation, okay?
Okay.
So just keep your fingers out. All right, on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, and go. Any more than that? Try not to, just keep it level. Try not to bend your wrist, okay? Okay. You have 46 degrees of ulnar deviation of your left wrist, okay?
Okay.
All right. So you're still okay and everything?
Mm-hmm.
All right, very good. So what we're going to do next is we're going to do the measurements of your shoulder and your elbow, but we're going to do it face up on the table, okay?
Okay.
So we'll come right over here, all right? All right? Let me see here. Lift up your head. Okay. And lift up again. There you go. Okay. And bend your knees and put your feet flat on the table for me. Okay. Thank you very much. Alright, so now we're going to focus on your shoulder and then your elbow, okay? So what we're going to do is something called shoulder flexion. So what we're going to do here is we're going to keep your palm pointed towards your body, keeping your elbow straight. We're going to bring your arm up towards the back of the table as far as you can, as best you can. And just remember, try to keep your back flat on the table. I don't want you to arch your back, okay? Right here. All right, now the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, and go. Try to raise that arm up. All the way, all the way, all the way. And just try to keep that back down. Okay. Anywhere in that?
Mm-mm.
Right. So we have 169 degrees of shoulder flexion for you. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You're no pain with that, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So next one we're going to do is something called shoulder abduction. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep your palm out, turned out away from you. So a little more than that if you can. Can you turn around more? Okay, there we go. And what we're going to do is we're going to raise your arm up towards your head as high as you can, as best you can, okay? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, and go. Okay. Any more than that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We have 180 degrees of shoulder abduction for you. Very good. Alright, so you're doing good so far. Next up, we're going to check for shoulder external rotation. So I'm going to have you bring your arm out towards the level of your shoulder for me. And what I want you to do is I want you to bend your elbow until your fingers are pointed towards the ceiling. Alright, you can keep your palm towards the window. Okay. Alright, let me just make sure I got this towel nice and flat for you. You have any questions or concerns with me so far?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm.
Alright. So I'm just gonna put this towel, so lift up your arm for me. There we are. Okay. Hold on. It's a little high. There we go. Okay. I want you a little higher right here, okay? Remember, try to keep your arm in this position. I don't want you to bend your arm out towards me or try to lift it up or try to bring it across, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So let me see. So I want you to try to bring your forearm back towards the table, okay? As far as you can, as best you can, without trying to pop your shoulder out too, okay? So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, and go. Okay, just be careful. That's good. Feels okay?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so we have 106 degrees of shoulder external rotation. Felt okay? No pain with anything, right? Okay. So we'll try to keep that same position. And what we're going to try to do now is what we call shoulder internal rotation. So kind of keep that arm pointed up towards the ceiling for me, okay? Alright, we're going to go the opposite way. I want you to bring your forearm down towards the window and down towards the ground, okay?
Mm.
As far as you can, as best you can. 1, 2, 3, and go. Okay, hold up. Lean forward a little bit. Try it again. There we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and go. Okay, popping up a little bit. Okay. Try to stay right here, okay then? Okay. So we have, let's see. 80 degrees of shoulder internal rotation for you. All right. Okay, doing good so far. No pain with that, right? All right. So now we're gonna focus on your elbow. Okay. So we're gonna put this towel right underneath. Let's see. Point it right there. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have you straighten out your elbow. Get this one. This one's a little better. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring your arm towards your shoulder. Okay. So I want you to bring your arm towards you. Yes. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, and go. Go ahead. Go, go, go. Any more than that? So you have 135 degrees of elbow flexion. That's good. All right. So keeping your arm there, we're going to go the opposite way. You're going to try to straighten out your elbow. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just get you where you need to be. Okay. And on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, and go. Okay. So we have 14 degrees of hyperextension for you, for elbow extension. Okay, feel all right so far?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's it for the measurements today. So you did very good today, all right? So thank you very much.